welcome every one of you to this May 2015 pinning ceremony. Thank you for joining us in this celebration. My name is Belen Kirsten. I'm the director of the College of the Sequoias Associate Degree Registered Nursing Program. So, as a courtesy to those around you, I'd like to ask that all cell phones and pagers or any other electronic devices that you could inadvertently go off during the ceremony, that you could turn them off at this time. The COS Registered Nursing Pinning Ceremony is a symbolic welcoming of newly graduated nurses into the nursing profession. The COS Registered Nursing Program is rigorous and challenging, as many of you know. These graduates before you, us, have trained hard, studied diligently, and made great strides to complete their nursing program and participate in tonight's pinning ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to take a moment to thank those who have contributed to the success of the students and to the ongoing success of the COS Registered Nursing Program. Our COS Board of Trustees, Lori Cardoza, Earl Mann, Ken Nunez, Greg Sherman, and John Zilmall. Our Superintendent and President, Mr. Stan Carasosa. It is through their support and dedication that our registered nursing program continues to graduate students who are well prepared to serve our community. Our healthcare facilities at Venice Health, Central Valley Network, Coweta Delta District Healthcare District, Sierra View District Hospital, and Tulare Regional Medical Center, as well as other healthcare partners in the variety of healthcare settings throughout the county and school districts. Your support and contributions have been and continue to be invaluable to us. Our hospital and healthcare agencies personnel who have worked with, supported, and mentored these graduates, thank you for all that you do. Our COS faculty, members who taught and mentored these students in their prerequisite classes, for example, the anatomy instructor, and the microbiology instructors and physiology instructors. Our adjunct faculty who continue to help in meeting the demands of our scheduling needs. We could not do this without you. Our fantastic TV and media services expert, we have Mr. Terry Gray, Mr. Patrick Mitchell, and Mr. Steve Lamar. The audio visuals for tonight's ceremony are coordinated by Terry, Patrick, and Steve, and would not be a success without them. Our Dean of Nursing and Allied Health, Consumer, Family Studies, and Business, Mrs. Cindy Delane. We appreciate her support and guidance. Our staff, Shelley Giles, Administrative Assistant to the Dean, and Amelia Sweeney, Administrative Assistant to the Director. We thank them for their hard work. They make our division and our program run smoothly. All of us would be lost without their daily help. The Health Workforce Initiative, funded by the California Community College Division of Economics and Workforce Development. And last, but certainly not least, I thank the COS Registered Nursing Program faculty. I am very proud to be associated with each one of these dedicated, hardworking, and talented instructors. Please stand for a round of applause. Ceremony is one of the most time-honored traditions in celebrating this completion of the nursing program for the graduates, and it is the faculty's way of sending them off into the professional careers. The tradition of nursing pins and the pinning ceremony originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing, St. Thomas Hospital in London. By 1916, the practice of pinning new nursing graduates was standard throughout the United States. Since the earliest days of professional nursing in America, graduate nurses have proudly displayed their pin that represents the individual school of nursing. The nursing pin is a treasured symbol that conveys to others, graduates and associates, an everlasting bond with his or her school of nursing. The nurse's pin is physical evidence that represents our professional history and heritage, and it is intrinsic to our identity as registered nurses. Our profession of nursing celebrates, rewards, and recognizes the art of caring that is at the heart of all professional nurses. The COS Registered Nursing Program, faculty and staff, welcome each and every one of you to this very special pinning ceremony for the Registered Nursing class of May of 2015. Now, I'd like to introduce to you the President, Superintendent of College of the Sequoias, Mr. Stan Carrizosa.
Well, good evening. Thank you for a moment to be here before you this evening to share in the honor of pinning our graduating class. It's my honor and my privilege to be here to welcome you on behalf of the college. I too want to offer my deep thanks and gratitude first to our caring faculty who not only have followed your passion into the field of healthcare and followed your servant's heart in the field of caring for others, but you've also seen the wisdom in being instructors in the area and knowing the importance of teaching that craft and those important skills to others so that we can benefit for the health throughout our region. I also want to congratulate and very much thank our class who's here this evening. The commitment that all of you have made to go into this profession is one that we know you take seriously and that you have contemplated long and hard and now worked very hard to achieve. Soon you'll move out from under the lights of this stage into the lights of the ERs and the operating rooms and the offices and the facilities that will be caring for people. And remember when you're with them that most of us, when we're in the need of your care, are there under some sort of stressful circumstances. So not only do we want to benefit from your technical expertise and skill, but we want to feel a piece of that passionate heart that I know your instructors have shared so deeply with you. This is the 78th graduating class of students to complete the requirements of registered nursing program for College of the Sequoias. With tonight's graduates, over 2,899 men and women are now serving as COS registered nursing graduates, and close to 80% of them are employed right here in the San Joaquin Valley. Our class tonight will graduate 30 new students. The major hospitals in our COS district tell us that in excess of 60% of their registered nursing staffs are College of the Sequoias graduates. You are privileged and honored tonight to be part of one of, if not the best, nursing program in the state of California. Nurses in this area where we work have worked with many of our community stakeholders and our healthcare providers. We've collaborated closely together to maintain and develop a program that supports our overall community healthcare needs. We're very proud of our new graduates and we appreciate the ongoing support of the families and friends who have been with them throughout this journey. Again, on behalf of the college tonight, it's my honor to officially welcome you and to encourage you to join us in the celebration of these dedicated students that we will be honoring tonight. Thank you very much.
Good evening, friends, loved ones, and family. My name is Rebecca Valdez, and I was humbled to be asked by our class to represent them and share with you our gratitude, how far we've come in 2 years, and some of our memories. In our last year of school, much to our chagrin, we were required to write weekly journals documenting how we have met our program's 7 objectives. These objectives are safety, psychomotor skills, critical thinking, communication, health teaching, legal, ethical, and professional standards, and caring. Today, I will give our classes final journal entries. First, and most important, safety. We are now safety ninjas. Our instructors have drilled into us all the ways we can easily kill off a patient if we're not hypervigilant. We spout out the ABCs, which are airway, breathing, and circulation. We are robotic in our sterile field, and we constantly reassess for changes. Our poor sim man in the simulation lab has died several horrific deaths to teach us a lesson on looking up safe dosages of meds before we push them. We have learned that if the sentence starts with, "Hold my beer," it's probably not safe. Number 2, psychomotor skills. After 2 years, we finally have them. We definitely became a nursing family, and we started jabbing needles into each other's arms and cheering when we got into the vein, despite the amount of bloodshed. We can put a tube in every orifice of your body and accurately measure what comes out of it. Thank you to our loved ones for lending their hearts and lungs for us to listen to, their arms on which to practice taking blood pressures, and their ears to listen to our consistent moaning and groaning. Number 3, critical thinking. It was arguably our hardest objective to meet. It's why we've had no social life since 2013. We had to learn how to think completely differently. This included every test question having multiple right answers. We had to choose the most right answer. First semester, we were bombing our quizzes every week, and we were whining like hungry cats. It humbled us, and we figured out that knowing the information wasn't good enough anymore. We had to apply it. So we armed ourselves with caffeine and textbooks, loose-fitting clothes, breakfast burritos, and threw questions at each other in study groups for 2 years until we got it. Objective 4, communication. Compared to the real world, communication in nursing is different. You learned the therapeutic response to patients, how to effectively delegate, and how to use SBAR to get what you want from a doctor. Most important, our loved ones have effectively communicated with us. Thank you for convincing us that we do not have the disease we were currently learning about. Just because your calf hurts does not mean you have a blood clot. You have a runny nose. You are not leaking cerebral spinal fluid. Positive and supportive communication is what has gotten us through this program. Number 5, health education. Education increases compliance with discharge instructions for patients. We may have even taken this health teaching objective too far with our friends and family. We've ruined many family dinner discussions with our knowledge. We want your bowel movements to look like refried beans, not black beans. Call the doctor immediately if you have black bean poop. I apologize. I knew my 5-year-old daughter would listen if I talked about poop. Number 6, legal, ethical, and professional standards. We learned the scope of practice and the ethics by which nurses abide. We were required to dress professionally in all whites so that we could not hide in the hospital. We learned about HIPAA guidelines and that the hospital culture was like the movie Fight Club. As Tyler Durden would say, the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. And your first night at Fight Club, you fight. Well, the first rule of the hospital is you don't talk about what goes on in the hospital. And if it's your first day on the unit, you don't fight, you just clean up all the bodily fluids. Finally, and most important, number 7, caring. Even when our medical knowledge was minimal, our first week in clinicals, we were pleased by the impact we can make on our patients. The patients appreciated our listening skills. We didn't view them as initials on a page with a diagnosis. We saw them as a whole person and treated them that way. I challenge us to use our instructors as example in our future care. Thank you, Mrs. Person, for your leadership in the department. Also, students, don't eat student nurses alive. Remember Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Childers and how well they treated us when we knew nothing. Give hands-on education and be open to new teaching styles like Mrs. B. Candy doesn't hurt either for bribery. Massage a body fundus properly, as Mrs. Ellison demonstrated. Learn to perfect your nurse poker face that Mrs. Stroni has trademarked after 30 years of seeing it all as a psych nurse. No matter how busy your day is, you better play peekaboo with a sick child like Mrs. Morris. Become an expert in your specialty and continue to read the journals for the newest techniques, because you never know when Mr. Morris might show up and shotgun a question at you. No matter how grim the subject, always be able to make your peers laugh with colorful jokes like Dr. Lupert. Mr. Snyder will be proud of us when we go to our interviews this summer in suits rather than our usual classroom yoga pants. Finally, work hard and continue your education so that one day you can wear the bling and drive a Jag like Dr. Payton. Thank you for your support, faculty, friends, and family, and congratulations, class of 2015, you made it.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye.
To be a valedictorian or a salutatorian of a nursing class is an amazing achievement. Competition is tough and demanding. We acknowledge the status of our valedictorian and salutatorian tonight by having them lead their fellow students into the ceremony with it's called the Lamp of Learning. Each of them was holding it. It was something that symbolizes Florence Nightingale when she was known as the Lady of the Lamp. The lamp is the traditional symbol of light, illumination, and knowledge. We also acknowledge our valedictorian and salutatorian with special ribbons to recognize their accomplishments. Tonight we recognize 4 of our students. The student with the highest GPA of the May 2015 class, the valedictorian is Rebecca Valdez. The students with the second highest GPA of the May 2015 class, there are 3 of them in the 3-way tie, so I'll name them one at a time. Samantha Kapp. Susan Giles. Damjean Sechan, excuse me. As you prepare to enter the most wonderful, dynamic, challenging, and most excellent profession of registered nurse, we leave you with some final thoughts. Practice your profession with skill, safety, diligence, joy, caring, and most importantly, with the highest degree of integrity. Be an advocate for your patients. Be kind and considerate to their families and loved ones, and have a sense of reverence and pride in your work. Be confident that you have received a solid, basic nursing education, but in nursing, learning never stops. Commit yourself to being a lifelong learner and to contribute to your profession and mentoring others. Take pride in being a College of the Sequoias graduate, as the faculty and staff take pride in you. The rich and varied world of nursing awaits you. My congratulations to each of you and best wishes for a wonderful career. Mr. Carrizosa, the students before you have met all the requirements of the College of the Sequoias Division of Nursing and Allied Health and the California Board of Registered Nursing and are now qualified to sit for their registered nursing licensure examination. I now present to you the College of the Sequoias Associate Degree Registered Nursing Program, graduating class of May 2015. Rebecca Valdez. Samantha Kapp. Susan Giles. Damdine Sechan. Zachary Anderson. Ashley Anderson. Holly Andrews. Fred Bennett. Willow Freeman. Stephanie Birch. Alejandra Haro. Jared Coffin. Alexis Cavazos. Trevor Cherry. Richard Clevenger. Bianca Dow. Kaylee Fagundes. Jacqueline Gibson. Carissa Kratz. Caitlin Kelly. Anna Lopez Hernandez. Marcella Mangini. Dustin Medeiros. Melissa Meeks. Shelby Mills. Nicole Monroe. Christina Quintero. Martha Rivas. Jose Romero. Jana Shibulha. Isai Sichan. Carlos Silva. Nicole Walter. Sierra Wildebar.
Right, Sierra.
Brittany Wilson.
That's my sister.
Good evening, my name is Terry Payton, and I'm here to lead all of the nurses at our graduating class in the International Nurses Pledge. The pledge can be found on the last page of your program. So I'd like to ask all of our nurses in the audience to please stand. And our graduating class, all you nurses, please stand. Seems to be a lot of conversation out there. Oh, perfect, yes, that's great. All right, class. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all skill and the understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to preserve quality of life, alleviate suffering, to promote health as affirmed by the person. I will respect at all times the dignity and beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which may endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the profession. Thank you.
Good evening, my name's Eric. Well, we did it. This is the last time we have to wear these white scrubs. The last 2 years have gone by so fast. It seems like this yesterday when we knew each other's names, and now we have friends that we'll have for the rest of our lives. There are a few people I want to thank real quickly. First is Terry Gray, he's doing all the audio and video for tonight. Also, Gino, he's the guy going around taking pictures. Thank you very much. We want to thank the COS Tax Center for donating all the plants and flowers for this evening. And of course, we want to thank all of our instructors. You guys are so amazing. Finally, thanks to all you guys. We could not have done it these past 2 years without you guys, for taking and picking our children up from school. Thank you for watching them so we have time to focus on our studying. Thank you for supporting us financially, and thank you for being there to tell us that we can do this even when we had our doubts. We could not have done this without you. Thank you guys very much. Over the past 2 years, we have learned a lot, probably more than we think we did. Here's a quick reminder of a few things we did learn. First semester was the basic fundamentals of nursing. We made the most perfect hospital corners on the beds. When I say the beds, I mean our patients' beds, not our own personal beds at home. Let's not get crazy, we gotta take it slow. Second semester was fun. You may have heard a little about it. I needed a calendar to tell me to look at my calendar. This is when our caffeine addiction hit an all-time high. We learned about so much psych disorders we could have fit all of you into one of them. But don't worry, we never did have to get that. Third semester flew by. Third semester is where we separate the men from the women. What I mean by that is pediatrics. Post-conference was called, oh, that baby was so cute. I don't have to tell you which gender was saying that. Finally, fourth semester, yeah. That is when things got serious. Critical care, emergency department, advanced cardiac life support algorithms, and of course, the countdown begins. Literally, I have a countdown app on my phone down to the seconds to this day. Throughout the whole program, we had the pleasure of using nursing diagnoses, which was my favorite thing to use. I say with much sarcasm. To make up for the lack of love towards nursing diagnoses, I came up with a few for our class. First, we have anxiety. Anxiety related to reading the community ATI about 3 times and still having to do remediation after we only got level 1. If you don't know, ATI is the testing program we use, and a level 1 is not good. And we cannot be students without knowledge deficits. So second, we have knowledge deficits related to being students, of course. As evidenced by Dr. Lucart asking a question and having 38 blank faces staring back at him. Last, we have risk for injury, related to forgetting to do laundry even after your wife has reminded you 5 times. I'm just kidding, she's totally supportive for all of it. Okay, I'm going to be serious for a change. About 4 months ago, I was sitting in the classroom listening to Mr. Morris's lecture when Dr. Payton came into the class and said, "Is there an Eric Sparshot here?" I raised my hand, and she had me step outside. When I walked out, I saw my mom standing outside. My heart instantly started to race, and I thought, who died? I'm in nursing school. We almost assume the worst. It turned out my youngest daughter, who was 7 months old at the time, had to go to the emergency room and was transferred to Children's Hospital due to RSV. She spent 4 days in ICU and 2 on the respiratory floor. This was probably one of the scariest moments I had in my life. I did a lot of observing during my time there. We had some good nurses and some bad ones. It is amazing how different your day can be if you have a good nurse. The good nurse put us at ease and made a bad day slightly tolerable. During those 6 days at Children's Hospital, I decided what kind of nurse I wanted to be. I want to be the nurse that is there on the patient's worst day of their lives, and when that patient or family is out of my care, they can look back and say, that day was terrible, but Eric made it a little bit better. So in closing, my challenge to my fellow classmates, every time you're about to walk into a patient's room, act like that patient in the bed is one of the people out here, a family member, a close friend, and then walk into the room and provide care. If you do that, you will be what every nurse should be. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. The graduates will begin a reception to the front of the lobby. Please allow them time to exit completely. Then you can join them out in front of the theater in just a few minutes.